Hey, well, I'm pretty fired up. I don't know why it's like a funeral in here.
All right, Coach, congratulations, state championship. I'm going to ask you for some opening comments in just a minute, then I'll turn it over to the media. Media, when you have a question, please raise your hand. One of us will bring you the microphone. We'll start off, Coach, by the gentleman sitting to your right and your left, and actually the young lady right there also. Give us your name, your number, and your position.
Keithon Womack, number 16 at wide receiver.
Jackson Firmin, number 30, quarterback.
Steven Ranel, number 10, athlete.
DK Mays, defensive end.
And this is Nicholls St. She's 8, and she keeps me in line.
Opening comments, Coach.
Well, where to start? You know, first of all, just so proud of these kids and so excited for what we accomplished tonight, what we really accomplished this whole year, the last 2 years. You know, nobody gave us much of an opportunity to win this football game, and I thought our kids were confident through it all and just continued to prepare and perform each and every single day, no matter what type of outside noise and what type of, you know, naysayers there were. And I think they were confident in their ability to just trust and respect one another and what each and one of these guys do for one another on a daily basis. This is a close-knit group. Anybody that's been around these guys knows that and knows that they love each other, they care for each other, and that's what our program is really rooted in, is those relationships. So I'm just so proud of our whole town. I'm so proud of our administration. I'm so proud of these kids. I'm so proud of our coaching staff. You know, I'm blessed to be around such great football players and such great coaches that just have enabled us to be successful. And tonight it all came together. Our goal was to play our best football in week 15, and I think we did that.
Question?
First of all, Coach, congratulations to you and your team. That was as impressive a performance as we saw all weekend here in the Superdome. Last week, notwithstanding, the coach's comments about you guys getting the brakes beat off of you, did you use that as fuel for your team this week?
Not really. You know, it's something that we mentioned just to filter out the noise, you know, but no, sir, not really.
Question?
Coach, I'm a Central alum myself back here. Talk to me about Central Fight.
Yeah, man. You know, I had the blessing to be a part of Central's program from 2010 to 2014, and you know, you knew the grit and the blue collar nature of the kids that are inside of this town, and you know, to get to come back and the head roll and see what these guys are all about, it's incredible. You know, even last week, you know, blocking the kick, the scoop and score. You know, it reminds everybody of the miracle in Metairie back when, you know, in 2008, and so. Just, you know, these kids have always bought into that message as soon as we came back, you know, and it's just a tough, no-nonsense, blue-collar, you know, physical approach, and I thought these kids really embodied that each and every single day, and, you know, again, I can't talk enough about the way that they've just earned the opportunities to be successful on Friday by what they did in the off-season and then, you know, every Monday through Thursday.
Coach Andrew Greenstein of Louisiana Radio Network. Two-part question. Is there any surprise on your part that the game got to a running clock? And is there any level of disappointment that it took until the fourth quarter to get to that running clock?
Oh, well, I mean, I would say I'm certainly surprised. I mean, just a ton of respect for Coach Ball, Coach Williams at Ruston, and the type of program that they run. You know, I look at what they do, and, you know, we try and emulate a lot of things that they do inside of their program. I think they're both just class Christian character men that run a great show. They got great football players and a great system. So, you know, we knew it was going to be a war, going to be a fist fight. We're certainly proud and excited that we were able to pull away and to do the damage that we did early. But yes, surprise.
Question?
Hey, Jackson, here in the back. Your future coach, Roy Becky, was out there. So as you move forward in your next step of your football career, how much was tonight's performance for you like an exclamation mark on your high school career?
Yes, ma'am. It was. It really was an exclamation mark. It was just cool to get to do it with all my boys that I've been growing up with since I was like 11. So yeah, it's an awesome feeling. I've never felt anything like this, but yeah, it's awesome.
Question?
This is for Coach and can be for defensive players as well. 35-0, less than 100 yards of offense. I don't think, other than that interception, Ruston was on the other side of the 50-yard line. I mean, this defense has been good all year. What made them so good today?
You know, I mean, I think there was a lot of talk about us getting bullied, and you know, I think that our guys took to that. But we've been outstanding against the run really all year long. You know, last week we gave up, you know, over 250 or 270 yards rushing, you know, and that was kind of the chink in the armor. But I think the guys kind of had a chip on their shoulder about that. And so we knew that it was important to come out and set the tone early, make the ball go sideways. And, you know, I thought early making sure some of our DBs came up and made some big sticks to show them that the outside run game wasn't really there was important. I thought Steve and Cade and Luke and some of those guys, Marvin Joseph, came up and were pretty physical early.
Question.
Coach Sim, you left Catholic High to go to Central to build something. What does it mean to you to be able to bring home that state championship since 1966?
It's incredible, you know, and you know, I had a wonderful experience at Catholic, but I did want to build something from the ground up again, and you know, I had no idea that it was going to happen this fast, and that we were going to have the right people around us to be able to do those things. You know, so it's a pretty awesome feeling to know that, you know, these guys were able to just buy in and believe in everything that we were doing, and you know, I feel like I'm just a small part of it. These guys really did all the heavy lifting.
DK, the scoop and score, walk me through that.
It was crazy. All season long, I was planning on having one, but I didn't. You know, Scott Smith, he had got one, all the other D-linemen. So, I mean, today it was a shock. I mean, I seen the ball, I scooped it, then I scored it. I'm like, dang, it was crazy. It just happened so fast. It don't work.
Question.
DK, I'm gonna stay with you. Talk to me about the Rip jersey, man. I saw you switch to 44 for the second half. What kind of happened with the jersey the first half? Want to put it back on?
Every play, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I don't even know how it ripped, honestly, but I had to switch to 44 to the end of the game because it kept getting ripped and ripped and ripped. I mean, but I mean, when you're a dog, I mean, that's what happens. So.
All right, a two-part question. Don, coming back, you had an injury, but you came back after the concussion and to score that touchdown. Kind of walk me through that play.
I mean, like, you know, coming back, had a week off, I was refreshed, so, you know, I know I had to make something happen, and when I scored, it was just wild, it was crazy. I knew I had to score at least one time, you know, for my first game back, so, yeah, it was just amazing when I scored.
And Jackson, to go out, you've been through this program, you've seen it on the other side, and now you're ending it with a state championship. What does it mean to you?
Yes, ma'am. It's really credit to Coach Sim. All the coaches that came and just really built this program from the ground up. We went from 4-6 to now state champ, so it's a really cool fact.
Question in the back.
Two, if I may, I'll start with DK. You're a North Louisiana native, you and your twin brother. What does it mean to beat Ruston in your last high school game and bring home the school's second state championship?
I mean, it was crazy, you know, everybody had us as the underdogs, you know, they said the D-line was going to get twisted around, they was just going to run through us. I mean, when we played Neville, they had over 200 rushing yards, and I mean, that was personal, so we took that practice all week, and, you know, we just kept beating off how they worked for 200 yards on us, and we just put that as a chip on our shoulder, and we proved today that we can stop the run. The main focus was to stop the run, because, I mean, last year, we were just getting ran through. I mean, over 200 rushing yards. Not every game, but, you know, most of the games. And we know this year we have to prove it. Then we can stop the run.
Question.
And then, Coach, you got three excellent seniors up here. Of course, a great player in the end there as well. But the senior class specifically, just how special were they? It almost felt like at times this team was player-led.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll cherish the memories with these guys for the rest of my life, man. I mean, they're a bunch of knuckleheads and a bunch of guys that we got to kind of keep a tight leash on. But let me tell you what, they give everything for one another, and they trusted and believed in us. And, you know, no matter how hard we pushed them, they just kept getting back in the fight, you know. I know that we've had to push these guys pretty hard, and I appreciate everything that they've done. I mean, we started lifting in a tent last January. They were redoing our weight room, you know, so we were in a circus tent with rusted bars on our back, you know, and broken concrete, and going out there doing bear crawls in the ice and the snow. I mean, not the snow, but the ice. You know, these dudes just kept fighting, and they just bought into who we wanted to be, and the toughness and the grit. And I can't say enough about them. And certainly they're going to leave a huge hole, but what a legacy to leave, you know. I mean, first state championship in 58 years or whatever the math is. You know, these guys, they set the standard, and I think they paved the way for what's, you know, a lot of great years to come.
Question.
This is a two-part question. First, let me go to Jackson real quick. Congratulations. You're going into Nicholls now in Thibodeau, and you're gonna be dealt in with a first-year head coach under just a kind of a rebuild. What's your mindset going into that?
Yes, sir. Just to work hard, push myself and the people around me every day. So we did at Central, and that's what I'm going to bring into Nicholls. And just try to bring that same type of culture. I know they have that already down there, but just bring that Central fight there.
And for Coach's daughter, I'm sorry, I totally forgot your name.
Allie Jewell.
Allie Jewell, okay. You know, you're sitting right there with your dad. Tell me how this feels, you know, are you going to roll with this?
I'm very excited that we won because last year I was very sad that we didn't win. So I'm very, very excited, and I'm happy for the Wildcats, and they really tried their best to do it, and I'm just really happy.
Final question.
Coach, I read here at the bottom that your team set a record for the fewest yards allowed in the Prep Classic with 90. I know DK kind of talked about how many yards they had on you last week. They left a sour taste in your mouth, but this defense is going to be forever remembered as one of the team's most dominant defenses in the Prep Classic. What can you say about this group?
Man, that is so awesome to hear, and they deserve it. I mean, I just feel like these guys have been outstanding all year long against some awesome football teams, you know, all the way back to playing Cecilia and the Lafayette Christians. And Walker had a great offense, and, you know, obviously the league that we played in was Zachary and Catholic and all that type of stuff. Man, I just thought that we were a complete defense all year long, and, you know, very proud to hear that we're going to own some records in here that may stand for a long time. That's quite a testament to who these guys are. I got to say, you know, Anthony Camp, defensive coordinator, these guys will tell you, I mean, there's nobody better, man. He just did such an awesome job of challenging these kids to bring their personal best, but then also with the scheme piece. And, you know, I know that this year of football took several years off of me, Zach Morris, Joey Gyro, and Anthony Camp's life, and we're excited to, you know, go away and go off the grid for a little while, but we're certainly going to enjoy this one tonight. But hats off to Coach Camp and the defense that he built this year. It was absolutely incredible, and these kids played their butts off.
Final question.
Steven, I know majority of your time is spent on defense, but I wanted to talk about the fast start to the game, the momentum you created and kind of carried throughout in your offense at 2 15-yard drives tonight in terms of just keeping possession and like kind of exerting your will to bleed the clock and still score.
I'm just happy I can do that for my team and like contribute in any way and get used, you know, and like show like the world that I can bring stuff to a team. And I'm happy I got to be able to do that tonight with my boys for the last time.
Okay, gentlemen, if you would, just take a minute, not even a minute, less than that. And how about a comment from you to your coach?
It'll make us all proud.
I love my coach. Like, this is one of the best coaches I've ever had. I've never traded my coach, never. Nobody else. And he kept pushing me over and over again, you know, to make me do the best I can. And I just wanted to make him happy and make all my other coaches happy.
Love you, dog. Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. Nah, bro. I just keep thinking back to, obviously I gained some weight, but you remember when you came in here junior year was like, quarterbacks left weights. Nah, man, you changed this, you changed this program, and it was for the better, so we thank you for that, dog.
You ghost that, it's not, coach. I appreciate how you pushed me throughout the whole off season to gain more weight, push more things, the ball on my back, and I just appreciate how you built, helped me grow as a man.
shoot, I mean, Coach Simoneaux, when he see potential, he know potential. I mean, he can use it well. He just great players. And when he first came to Central, he told us that we was gonna do something that's never been done here before. And I mean, he's a man of his word. So I mean, look what happened today.
Okay, Coach, you will have the final word, but I'm gonna let Allie Jewell say something about her daddy.
I really love my dad. He's the best dad I ever had, which I don't really have another dad. But I love him past heaven and back, and I never want another dad. I just love him so much.
Coach, I don't know if you could top that, but you got the final word.
Man, to be sitting amongst such awesome kids and to have just such an awesome outcome is just truly humbling. You know, and I feel like God's put us in a spot where, you know, our skill set matches the hunger of a community, and these kids have worked so hard, and you know, I thank God for the opportunity to be in a situation like this, just to be able to be around such great guys. And again, these wins will last for a long time, but these relationships will last forever. One of the greatest things throughout the course of this championship run was just the number of people that reach out that, you know, we've coached before, been on teams with before, that are so proud of our success. And I thank God for that, and thank God for the opportunity to glorify Him through coming out here and being a part of such an awesome thing. So, yep, thank y'all.
Central State Champion.